Foreign Secretary Emily Thornberry, what is your sort of position on the state visit? Should it go ahead? Should it not go ahead?
The first thing I'd say is we wouldn't be starting from here. She should never have invited him. She should never have invited him within a few weeks of him being elected. Every other American president has had to wait for years. They have to settle down, and we have to be sure about who it is that we're inviting, or who the Queen is inviting. But she was so keen to invite him quickly, and so keen on this trade deal that he was tweeting about and saying, if you remember, how we could have it within a few weeks. And so distracted by all of that, and on the very day that he signs the Muslim travel ban, she's holding his hand, she's inviting him to see the Queen. We wouldn't be starting from here.
Oh, we are here. We are here.
So now what? So now the difficulty is that the invitation officially comes from Her Majesty. So how do we get out of this without embarrassing Her Majesty and without drawing her into politics in this way? You know, that's why a state visit is a big thing, and we need to deal with it properly. So if it can be finessed, I mean, I certainly don't think he should be coming next year. I mean, next year is supposed to be a happy event for the royal family. So we certainly don't want Trump turning up in the middle of all of that. But, you know, how far we can kick the can down the road, whether it actually can be finessed so that the invitation is withdrawn, is something that, you know, we're happy to look at diplomatic ways in which it can be done. But, you know, the mess that we're in is down to Theresa May being too keen to make friends, too close friends with Donald Trump, and it should never have been this way. We do not share, you know, we don't share the same views and values with Donald Trump. We do with most Americans, but not him. And she should have always been clear about it. I mean, the idea, according to the papers, that whenever he rings her, he's telling her how much he loves her. I mean, she can't have it both ways. She can't try and cuddle up to him and yet still be principled and stand firm. I mean, listen, I'm glad that she said what she did, but that hasn't worked, has it? Look at the way in which he's trying to belittle and humiliate her now. This is problems of her own making.
But that sounds as if, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it sounds as if you broadly would go along then with what Amber Rudd seemed to be suggesting, namely, not going to cancel the visit, but we're going to see about the dates and arrangements, and really that might be some long way off.
Well, we were at a stage where he wasn't going to come until the British people loved him. So that I would have been fine with that, because he probably therefore wouldn't ever come. But then it got changed, and then there was supposed to be a date. Shouldn't have happened. We shouldn't have been given a date. It shouldn't have been next year. Certainly can't be next year now. Let's go back to Donald Trump shouldn't come until the British people love him.
What about the language? The Downing Street spokesman has described Donald Trump's tweets as wrong. Sajid Javid went a lot further than that. Do you think the Prime Minister should express her condemnation more explicitly and strongly?
Given how scared she's been to condemn him until now, what she said was pretty strong for her. I don't think it's strong enough. One of my colleagues was murdered by somebody shouting Britain first, and a supporter of Britain first. So I don't even know where to start at the idea of the President of the United States retweeting the videos of this despicable organization that seeks to promote hatred. I don't know where to start. But, you know, for Theresa May, she's done quite well so far. But, you know, she needs to learn the lesson from this, which is you cannot be friends with this man. And his views and his values are not ours. Yes, we work around him and we work with other Americans because, of course, we don't leave America behind because, of course, they're our valued ally. But not him. Not him.
Okay, Emily Thornberry, thanks very much for your time. Well, we'll hear from the Prime Minister around about 12:30. She's in Jordan. It's a speech about the Middle East, but there are questions and answers afterwards. And Downing Street fully expect and know she will be pressed about this.
Norman, thank you very much.
We will make America great again.